Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was earlier, and make sure you are being really kind to yourself because Starlight is watching you. So anyway, besides Starlight spying on you, is if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you could give this video a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave me a message down below, beep, 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 and you can also share my videos with your family, your friends. A parrot? Hello? Hello? Or a peacock. Also, don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any videos, and you can check out my playlists. And don't forget, you can check me out on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I just want to, before I start this video, I just want to take a few minutes of yours and to say thank all of you. I want to thank all of you who has recently subscribed, or even if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you. And also, if you watch my videos, thank you. Plus, if you give my videos a thumbs up, thank you. And even if you leave me a message down below, beep, 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 I thank all of you, because I wouldn't be here without you supporting and loving and supporting me. So I just want to say thank all of you for the ones that have been there from the beginning and all the way through. Yes, there's somebody out there that so I want to thank you all for loving and supporting Starlight. And here we go, storytelling time. Boy, does Starlight have a story for you. Starlight has a story for you. So yes, Starlight has a story for you today. I was going to make a different video, but the universe had a different plan. Yeah, I got to blend on God, the universe, Jesus. So anyway, Starlight had a roller coaster ride today. Have you ever had one of those days where, you might have been overwhelmed? You don't even know why you're overwhelmed. Why am I emotional? And a lot of beautiful things are happening in my life. A lot of changes. I'm making a lot of changes. So, and that is how you can make things happen, is by taking action now. And I can't express that as much as I just did. If you want change, put away the excuses and do it now. Right now. Like, of course, sometimes we got to wait the next day to start something, but don't put it off, because you'll be amazed what God will do when you really get serious with your life and you put all the excuses aside. Like, I don't need that. I'm not going to hear my ego tell me all this stuff. I'm not going to listen to other people tell me, like, don't do this and don't do that. If I'm not hurting myself or hurting other people, and I'm trying to work on myself and help other people, inspire people, and teach people things that I've learned throughout my life, through God, my lessons in life, my mentor, so I want to thank my mentor, because wow, I've learned a lot from him. So with this video, the title is like, catch that rabbit. Silly old rabbit, tricks are for kids. So anyway, with that title, now it is kind of funny, is the rabbit that I'm talking about is in Alice in a Wonderland. That rabbit, that silly old rabbit there, the white rabbit that runs around on his back legs, he's got a little clock, a little watch thing that he carries around with him, and he's always like, oh, I gotta get going. So that silly old rabbit. And also, when I think of a white rabbit, What is that, Elmer Fudd? Silly old rabbit. So anyway, is the other white rabbit that I'm thinking about is on The Matrix when Neo was in his apartment and he was sleeping, or he woke up and then somebody knocked on his door and it was his friends, and he was blown away by what was going on with his computer, like, and his computer said follow the rabbit or something like that on his computer, and he's like, huh? And so that was a hot scene there because those people were very interesting. Is there was a lady that was in that scene of The Matrix, and when they were inviting Neo to go somewhere, when she turned around, she had a white rabbit on her neck. So he decided to, hey, for some reason my computer said to follow that rabbit. So that is what he did, and he went to a very interesting party that night. So anyway, so I am saying follow that rabbit, and so Starlight is going through some beautiful things. We just had a full moon, so I did some rituals for that full moon in Cancer, which is also known as the wolf moon. Now, some of you don't even watch my videos, and and I am not giving up on making videos on the full moon, and I'm learning, how to actually, read information on my YouTube channel. And yeah, it's uncomfortable. There's times I read words, I don't even know what I'm reading. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's okay. I'm dealing with it. I'm not giving up on, putting new information out there. So anyway, if you don't watch some of those videos, you're missing out on information that could really help you to manifest different things in your life or to let go of things. So on that note, is Starlight learned about, like, you can do a couple rituals that night on the full moon, and that's what I did. I had a piece of paper and I wrote down a lot of old patterns or things that I want to let go of for that full moon and the wolf moon. So there's a horn going on. Was that a confirmation? I don't know. Does it mean when you hear a horn honk? So anyway, I was letting go of old limiting beliefs. I was letting go of the limitation of lack. I was letting go of the program that I've been like the programs we've been programmed, letting go of that old program that we've been programmed. And that's all these old programs that don't work. They never did work. But a lot of times, if you don't know, you could be following an old program wondering how come nothing ever goes the way you think it's going to go. It's because you're like, I can't show you my phone because I'm using it right now, but it's like, I have a phone right here. See this phone? So here's this phone right here. This is a 5G phone. Okay, here's this one. And this is an old phone, which Starlight had. We all had one of these, right? An old phone, which, at one time it was 3G, 4G. So the last time I had a 4G phone. And Starlight's like, what the heck is up with my freaking phone? Like, how come this phone, I'm like, I can't, something's wrong with it. I'm like, it's not working right. Well, that old phone, the 4G, was, that's how they get more money. They want Starlight's money again, like, Starlight, you got to get an upgrade. And that's why my name is Starlight. That's my upgrade, So that means I have to buy another phone to get an upgrade and have a 5G phone. Now, when I got that 5G phone, Starlight does not like getting new phones. So now I got to go through the whole thing again, making sure all my stuff from that phone is going to get transferred to the new phone. So now I got a 5G phone. So that's just like in reality here is you don't want to be trying to survive in 3D, the third dimension. You want to rise up to a higher frequency, a higher vibration, the fifth frequency. the fifth dimension, the 5D. You don't want to be down here in the third dimension, 3D. So you want to, and it's a lot of work. Did I tell you that? It doesn't happen overnight. So I am letting go of that old program. So today now, I had a very emotional morning because the truth will piss you off, but it will set you free. And I have somebody that's so dear to me, and they were showing me some truth that I needed to see. And you know, when the universe is gonna open up your eyes and show you stuff that you believed, and you find out different things about your life, and the reality of this isn't all an illusion, this is the stimulation that we're in, it's painful to learn that your reality is not quite what you thought it was your whole entire life. So Starlight was very emotional this morning, but I was really fully charged, really focused on my goals. 11:11, I just seen 11:11 on my phone. So yay, it's been that crazy of a day. So my morning, I was high peak, you know, starting off, woke up all full of life, you know, and I was going through, you know, a thought process, letting go, you know, like learning new stuff about this matrix, about the stimulation, about going down that rabbit hole, and like, holy shit, you know, like, wow, you know, this is like, you know, I felt like I've been getting upgrades, you know, when I wake up in the morning, and I've been fully charged, so excited, working on stuff, having more time, so like grateful about everything. And anyway, this morning, I'm like, you know, I got to go and get some food. Yesterday, God blessed me with enough money to get minutes on my phone. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Jesus. You know, and thank you, angels, you know, because I went for it. I didn't wait for it. I went to go. I'm getting in this. I'm not going to wait for it to happen. I'm going to go get that. And that's what I did. So I got my minutes on my phone. If you don't know how I got my minutes on my phone, then you have to watch yesterday's video. So, because I can't explain all that again in this video. And that's why if you see a title, you know, that's some reason, you know, people will look at a title and they're like, I don't want to watch that. Sometimes it puts conviction in their life, in their mind, in their heart. And they're like, that sounds like, you know, I might have to work on myself if I watch that video. Well, God knows exactly what you're thinking when you decide that I'm not going to watch that video because, you know, you're dealing with your ego that says, don't watch that video because you could get help if you watch that video. So anyway, so this morning I woke up, did all my stuff, did exercise with the Chinese people, and then God's like, Starlight, you could go to that food pantry, get some salad and bread or whatever. So I went, you know, and the last time I went there, they didn't give me very much because it's daily. I can go there every day, but you know, you're not going to get a lot, you know, so, and you don't know what you're going to get. So I'm grateful for everything I do get. So I drove there, got there. It was only like a 15-minute or 10-minute drive. I get there, let them know that I was there, and they said, hey, sorry, but right now we only got canned goods right now. We really don't have anything for you guys, you know, the people that come here and get food daily. So, but, you know, it'd be better if you just wait a little bit, you know, maybe come back, you know, like maybe a couple hours or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, you know, like, and I'm like, okay, I could go to a park. So I go to this park, and this is where the rabbit comes in. So I don't know this area. I don't hang out, you know, this is not where I normally go. Like I said, it's only 10 minutes away from, you know, where I really do spend more time at. So I go to a park and I'm like, hey, you know what? I was going to do meditation at the other park, but then, you know, my intuition is like, Starlight, you got to go. And I'm like, okay, you know, like, here I go. I'm going to go wherever the universe is telling me to go, you know, because I need to get vegetables. I haven't really had vegetables, and you know, I've been trusting and believing, and that's how I got my minutes for yesterday, you know, to get minutes on my phone, is because I was consistent, I was persistent yesterday, you know, not giving up, and I did get my money, and I thank God. I was like, thank you so much. And so today I go to this park after, I had to wait for a little bit, and I said, now I can, this is cool because I'm not missing anything. I'm not losing out on getting my stuff done. So I was getting set up for a meditation. I did that. And as I was actually heading out, I said, yeah, you know what? It's that time. Like it's like the rabbit, he's looking at the time on his watch. It's like, I gotta run. So Starlight gets in her car. Well, actually, before I get to my car, I'm heading to my car, and there was people that kept on walking, pulling carts down the road or wagons, down the street and going at the park. And I'm like, wonder what is up with all these people. They're all going there, and they got stuff in their little wagons or carts or bags and all this stuff. And a beautiful, sweet man comes to me, goes, hey, yeah, like, I go, hey, I was curious. I'm like, what's going on over here? Because I'm new in the area. And yeah, people come here, and I thought it was a food pantry, but it is a food pantry. He said that the truck was late. And he goes, it's going to be coming like around 12. They're running late today. I go, oh, okay. So he goes, but right now is that we bring stuff here, and if you got something that you want to sell, we actually set things up here, and you gotta go over there if you want to. Whoops, you gotta go over there, and get a spot, save a spot. So if you want to sell something, you can actually save a spot, and you can try to sell things to other people that are there while they're waiting for the food truck, which is trying to think of the name of the food truck because I did take a picture. A Meal on Jesus. Isn't that amazing? It's a big truck, and I took a picture, so I will put that on this video. So anyway, he goes, and I'm like, I am hungry. And he had bread, fresh bread in a bag, and he goes, here, would you like some bread? And so I'm like, this here? Because a lot of these people speak Spanish. There's a lot of Mexicans there, Spanish people there. And I said, this bread here? And he goes, yeah. So he held it, and he let me grab it and just to break it off. And I am so hungry. I'm eating the bread. I go to my car. I go to the other food pantry, and I was so grateful. I got a big-ass tray. Starlight loves trays of vegetables, and I haven't had really vegetables in days, so it has been tough for me. And it's letting go of fear. It's letting go of doubt. It's trusting, and I've been calling up places, and I really was having a hard time finding any place that was close by that had food. I thought I was going to be able to go to some place yesterday, but they said it was only for the people that were in that, had that fire, and they were helping those people. I said, good, those people need it, so I didn't have no problem with that. And so like I said, I was having a hard time getting fresh vegetables and fruit. All this time that I've been in this town, I've only been getting canned goods, which is not the healthiest for you, and I do eat beans, so I'll take all the beans I can get. And then I get meat, which I give that away. So I really needed vegetables. I need to get iron in my system. I need to, get my protein and, like fruit and vegetables fresh. And so that guy invited me, that was at the park earlier, to come back. And when I was talking to him, I didn't know my intuition's like, go to the Salvation Army food bank, go get the food, and come back to the park. That's what my intuition said. So this is the rabbit, the guy with the bread. He's the man. He's the rabbit man. He didn't have no carrots with him, but he's my rabbit. So because I didn't know this guy, and he's welcoming me back, he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know I'm living in my car. But something in my intuition said, yes, Starlight, go back to that park. Find out what is going on at this park. So here I'm like, what do I have to sell? And my intuition was speaking to me, my everything was going on inside of me. I got the food, I got some salad, I got some bread, came back to this park, and the guy, the rabbit guy, he sees me, and he's shocked, that I'm back. I actually came back when I said I was gonna. I said, yeah, I'll be back, and I had no clue what I was doing. I was just trusting in this process. And so I went to my car and I had a whole bunch of stuff because I collected so much stuff to help homeless people out, like shampoo, bars of soap. I had a whole case of jewelry that my daughter gave me and stuff like that. I had a whole bunch, and I've been wanting to let that go. There's some things I had to let go of. I had men's socks. I had wipes, for bodies, I had hand warmers. I had food, that I had in my car that was a little bit of extra stuff that I had. And before you know it, Starlight is grabbing all this stuff out of her vehicle, organizing it, getting it. I'm like using boxes that I can't believe I used. I'm like, oh my, I'm going to use my pee box. I'm going to put something in the bottom because I can't believe I got to use a box. I got to use something to bring all this stuff over there at the park. And so I loaded up, every box that I could do, or a bag, and I loaded up all these different odds and ends. And it was amazing because I wanted to treat myself to buy a book and to be a member, on a YouTube channel. So this is what I was going to do today, was to go at a grocery store. Oh my God, how am I going to get money? I need to treat myself to this book. I want to get this book. I want to get this book. I've been wanting to get this book, and I want to, do this because this person has helped me out so much. I want to be a member, to his YouTube channel because I get so much help, and you might think this is crazy. Starlight, you're living in your car, and you should be taking care of yourself. You ought to be eating the food that you need, make sure you got clothes. You shouldn't be thinking about a book right now, Starlight. Guess what? That's why I was having an emotional morning, because that's an old program. Everything changes right now. You don't have to believe that shit anymore. Anything is possible. You gotta let that go. Bye. See you later. You know what? I haven't bought my kids a birthday gift in a couple of years. Because I've been in this situation, and I was in that fear mode, thinking, how am I going to buy my kids, a gift for the birthday? My son's birthday is coming up. In an old self-limiting beliefs, thinking, Starlight, you got to take care of your own needs. Don't worry about your son. Don't worry about buying him a gift. That's an old thought. That's an old program. You got to let go of that old program. You got to let go of that self-limiting beliefs. The whole rules are different here. Got to let that stuff go. See ya. Starlight doesn't want to be ya. I'm letting go of that. I burnt that. I wrote those different things down on the full moon, and I took, after I wrote all these things I'm letting go for this 2025 on that full moon, the wolf moon, is I was outside at a park and I took my lighter and I prayed. I'm like, I am letting go of this. I'm letting go of that. I'm letting go of this. I'm letting go of that. There goes that paper. There goes all those limiting beliefs. There goes all that stuff. Letting go of things that are not serving me. So, fear is what really stops you. And it's amazing. Everybody was so sweet. Everybody was so beautiful. I don't even know what they're saying, but I got interpreters all around me that are helping me out. Everybody really came all around me and checking out what does this chick have? They don't know me. I'm the new girl there, and so they all gathered around me. They were so sweet. They were so beautiful. And it's funny, I had a little fanny pack and I was stuffing money all in my bag, and money was falling out of my bag. I didn't even know it. And I was like, Starlight is not really the greatest with math and numbers, I would have, so here I'm having people and they're giving me $20 and I'm like, I don't have change. And everybody was so beautiful. People had change. They were helping me out, making sure I'm getting my money, making sure they're getting my, I had all that jewelry, all these odds and ends. People like, hey, how much you want for this? Hey, how do you want to, I was like, yeah, $1.50, $1.50, $2 there, yeah, that over there, this over there. I'm like, everybody was so beautiful. I'm just sticking in my kangaroo little pocket here that I had. I should call that a kangaroo pouch. Because here I am just sticking all this money in my little pouch here, and change and all that stuff. And I was just having a, I like talk about like emotional bride today, because like I said, I started high, then I got like low, because I'm like, wow, we've been lied to, we've been programmed, you've been programmed since the time, and I don't even know if this happened before you existed here, or if this has been a program in our ancestral, in our body or in our DNA and all this stuff, but you've been programmed. And so you're living on some old programs that are frogging you up. So ribbit. So really, and it is painful when you realize, I had programs that I was, my mother, okay, I'm going to bring this up. I love my mom. I love my dad, okay? My mother told me when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to ask for anything. Like, I would be thirsty for water, being at some relative's house. And I was programmed from my mom, you ask for anything, you're going to get it later on. And so I was like, I knew what that meant. I'm like, nah, I'll go without. I'm not going to ask for anything. So my whole life, this is why God is having me go through this now. I am learning to ask. If I don't ask, I'm not going to receive. And that's what the Bible is. It says, ask and you shall receive. Well, how am I going to, so I was limiting myself thinking I have to do certain things a certain way. Like yesterday, I'm just going around at Walmart getting money that way and asking for donations for my YouTube channel and to help me out to get minutes on my phone. But how am I going to go out and ask people, hey, can I have some of your money because I want to buy a book? Or, I need, God is, it's amazing. God knows what's on my heart. God, I prayed to God that God would help me today to get money for this book and to be a member, for that YouTube channel, so I could get extra help. So it's amazing that rabbit with the bread, he was there the whole day with me. That's a speaker, sorry. So he helped me. He helped me understand how to set things up. He said, this happens every Thursday. You can come every Thursday. And at the, so everybody was so beautiful. And yes, it did take some time. We were there for who knows how long. I was selling things. People wanted to buy all my earrings and like, hey, how much are these earrings? I'm like, and I did everything in a right way. I didn't have high prices on any of that stuff. There's things that, could have cost $5. I said $2. The earrings could have been like $4. I said $1. So Starlight is so good about that stuff, because I got all this stuff for free. So these people knew they were getting good deals. They know their prices, and so they kept on coming back. Hey, yeah, this is like how much this and this and that. And so Starlight had a good figure on how much those things were brand new. And then after that, the big truck came. A meal on Jesus. I needed vegetables and I needed fruit. This truck was loaded with all kinds of great fruit, beautiful vegetables, fresh looking stuff. And they told me, as we're waiting, I had a number on my hand, which I don't have it now. I couldn't get it all off, but I had 80 on my hand. That was my number for today, is 80. I got to look up that number. What does 80 mean? Because even before all this happened, I received a number earlier, 28. That was a message. Abundance is coming, and bam, right after, because I was feeling like, it's tough when you find out the truth that you've been brainwashed, you've been programmed, through your family. There could be programs that, like your family has been programmed to say certain things to you, and now you believe that thing, or you're stuck on that thing your whole entire life, believing that's what your family says, that's what you got to do, this is how it is, or whatever. And your whole life, like, I can't ask for help. The Bible says to ask, to receive. So people might judge me on my YouTube channel because I go to Walmart and ask for help. What would you do if you didn't have any food? Are you just going to starve? Or are you going to go and find some places where you can get food? What if you run out of gas? What are you going to do? Just sit there and be out of gas? So I don't care what people think. I'm not doing anything wrong. God has blessed me because I am out here serving people. I'm out here making those changes. I'm out here working my ass off. I'm waking up early in the morning. Instead of waking up 7:30, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock, getting my ass out of my car. I can't say out of my bed. Bam, I'm doing my affirmations. I'm learning on vocabulary words. I'm doing my journaling. My gratefulness, being grateful. And all these things matter. You might think, that's wasting my time, Starlight. You know what? Say that. Look at where I'm going. Abundance is flowing. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am abundant. I'm letting go of those old programs. I'm letting go of people. When you do all these things, you might think these videos don't make any sense because you don't understand. Really, this is how it works. And I've been proven to you over and over again all the blessings and things that God has blessed me with, financially saving my ass, protecting me on this journey. I've had where people shot my driver's side window as I was driving, because there's a force out there that doesn't want Starlight to be doing what she's doing. So anyway, I don't even know what time it is. So anyway, is follow that rabbit. If I didn't go to that, ask that guy what was going on there. He welcomed me in there. He gave me some bread, and I went back. I didn't have to go back. If I said, yeah, I'll be back, and then, because this was a thought that was in my head, I don't know, what are these people doing? Maybe I'll just say I'll be back and not show up, because Starlight's been definitely guilty of doing that to people. But, something said to come back. Go back there, Starlight. And God knows there was a man that was selling flowers there. I desired flowers today. You know what? That big ass truck that came there with a lot of beautiful people that was volunteering, helping people out. I never got this before. I did have a man a long time ago that gave me a whole bunch of flowers before. I got a whole dozen of white roses today. So what does that mean when you get white roses? So anyway, I am so freaking grateful. And God, I ended up getting messages, after. And the universe is like, Starlight, we did this because we see that you're working your ass off. We see that you're getting up out of your bed. We see that you worked on changing your routine around. We see that you're letting go of fear. We see that you're letting go of self-limiting beliefs. We see that you're letting go of old patterns that don't serve you. We see that you're protecting your energy. We see that you're exercising every day. We see that you're meditating every day. We see that you're taking care of your body and your mind and, like being balanced and getting out into nature. And we see that you're taking those risks. And this is why the universe is going to just pour it on Starlight like that. Bam. And then the universe said, hey, you're going to get blessed with abundance today. We're going to give you abundance. But what we give to you, you got to make sure you share it with other people. And that is what I did right after before I came here, actually at this library, right around the corner, there's a refrigerator outside and a little library thing. And I had a huge bag of food. I sorted all of it out. I gave them vegetables, I gave them fruit, I gave them all this other stuff, stuff that I don't eat, stuff that I wanted, but I didn't. I was good. Starlight's like, no, that was tempting, universe. And I let it go. And that means God's going to give me more, because I'm taking action. I'm not doubting in this stuff. I'm believing it. And so you got to keep on trusting the process. You might have to go and listen to some of my old videos and figure out, how did you do that? How is this happening to this chick? So anyway, I love you. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. And don't forget to push the notification bell. And you can share my videos. You can share my videos with your family, your friends. I'm trying to think of that bird. It's a green parrot. I don't know if I can find a green parrot, but I saw green parrots today. What does that mean? And an elephant. Plus, you can follow my Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Ding with Starlight. I love you all. You got this. If you don't believe in this, you're missing out. It's not me. I'm gonna keep on. Abundance and stuff is like that is gonna keep on going in my life. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am rich. I am a millionaire. I am inspiring millions of people. I am creating my dreams. I am receiving love. I am receiving abundance. I love you so much. I am open to receive unconditional love. I am open to receive abundance. These are so important. That's how you reprogram your mind. And it doesn't happen overnight. Just keep trusting in the process. I love you so much. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.